So, 6 years on from GTA 5, and we finally might have some information on GTA 6. 2 days ago, Sony did an interview with Wired confirming a vast majority of the PlayStation 5 hardware to the world, along with the release date sometime in 2020. Now, with this interview actually came many surprises, such as little to no loading times, 8K upscaling, native 4K support being rumoured, and of course various details such as backwards compatibility and more. And basically the hardware is monstrous, capable of running hugely intense and graphically demanding games. Now, what's really interesting about this PlayStation 5 reveal to me was actually the information that correlated and corresponded to an anonymous poster on Pastebin who predicted more than a year ago these details to very intense detail. Now, this interview with Wired only came out 2 days ago, and this Pastebin by this anonymous user came out a year ago, and all of the details seem to match up perfectly. Now, the anonymous poster starts his statement announcing that he is a small-based independent video game developer, currently working with a AAA company on a next-gen title that will run on the PlayStation 5. He obviously wished to remain anonymous to dodge legal issues and of course any NDA agreement that he has, aka the non-disclosure agreement, which is basically a legal document that you sign to promise that you won't release any critical information about an upcoming project that is top secret, such as the PlayStation 5 or future video games. He accurately predicted many of the details, and some to show as examples are the 8K upscaling, which until 2 days ago was considered laughable to even imagine, since 4K native support is still pretty much a grey area and in need of work. Many people don't even have a 4K monitor at the moment and can't even afford hardware that's capable of running any games on 4K. So to consider that he accurately guessed an 8K upscaling also is a green light that this may be true. Next was his sole focus on backwards compatibility. Mentioning this was a bit odd, considering that we would kind of assume that this would already be in the console, and Sony focused quite heavily on this in their interview with Wired, so it appears that this individual knew something about the backwards compatibility and that it had a significant part in the reveal of the console itself. He also predicted much of the hardware that the console will run on, as well as the release date being 2020, which was also confirmed 2 days ago. Prior to this interview with Sony, many people were predicting it to be in 2019. So far he is hitting a lot of the accurate predictions so far. He also leaked some of the titles on consoles, including but not limited to GTA 6. GTA 6 Holiday 2020, most probably. Not hearing anything PS4 related, but hearing that Sony is paying huge money to secure a 1-month exclusive title release for the PlayStation 5. He said he had been hearing rumors about Miami and New York, so 2 big cities, but he's not sure if that is 100% true. So GTA 6 is said to be a next-gen exclusive title with no words of a PS4 release. Now, many Rockstar fans have actually predicted this to be true, and honestly this actually seems like the most likely scenario that GTA 6 will be exclusive to next-gen hardware, because we all know exactly how big Rockstar Games like to make their worlds and how detailed they are. It wouldn't be surprising that they take advantage only of the next-gen hardware. So, a release of Holiday 2020, bear in mind that Red Dead Redemption 2 by that point will be 2 years old. Knowing Rockstar Games, they will probably delay this, so it would be most likely to expect the game to release sometime in 2021. However, if Rockstar Games stick to this 2020 release date, I'm sure all of us would be very excited to hear that if that was the case, but we know what Rockstar Games are like with sticking to release dates, delaying GTA 5 multiple times and Red Dead Redemption 2 being delayed as well. It's highly likely that this game will be pushed back. Now, said to be in Vice City and Liberty City is also a very interesting point here, because Liberty City is New York and is based in more GTA games than you can imagine, and Vice City of course being Miami. Now, Liberty City does seem like a long shot for another GTA title. Liberty City has been featured in 6 GTA games, including DLC for GTA 4 and Liberty City Stories being counted within that number. Not to mention Chinatown Wars on the DS and mobile, GTA 3, Liberty City Stories, and of course Liberty City being in GTA 1 from 1997. So Liberty City, aka New York, has been way overdone. The only thing that could redeem this is that if New York is returning in GTA 6, if Miami also accompanies that and Vice City, shall we say, is also in the game, as well as the maps being humongous, I'm pretty excited to hear that there could be 2 locations to fly between. Now, this also isn't that far-fetched to imagine, because also the No, aka a company that does media journalism for video games, about a year ago also leaked some GTA 6 information, and they also stated that a source of theirs said that GTA 6 would take place in Vice City and that the game would be set in 2 locations. So now we have lots of tiny little nitpickings to come through. We have lots of loose ends that we're tying together, and it looks like, yes, the game will be set in 2 locations, and we've had various sources confirming that to be Liberty City and Vice City. So this does seem to be coming true. Now also, that doesn't just end there. There was a DJ named DJ Who Kid who actually leaked a few years ago that he was working on the next GTA game in an interview, and he said in this interview a couple of years ago that he was working on a radio for the next GTA, which would take place in New York, aka Liberty City. So now we have the No confirming it to be in Vice City. We have this pastebin confirming Liberty City and Vice City. We have various sources confirming that Liberty City will be returning, as well as a radio DJ as well. Now, the information does not end there. Believe it or not, guys, we have more information than you could believe that this game will be taking place in both Vice City and Liberty City. The next leak, of course, coming from an actual Rockstar employee who posted on his online portfolio a very, very suspicious image of GTA 4. Now take a look at this image of GTA 4 right here. As you can see, the graphics are terrible to today's standard. Now take note of this image right here, and this is what was found online. A former Rockstar employee leaking an updated version of GTA 4 that looks like it's running on something like the GTA 5 engine. Now when this came out, loads of people were going crazy saying that GTA 4 was going to be a map expansion for GTA 5 and that GTA Online would have Liberty City. Everyone was going crazy thinking that Rockstar Games were finally releasing some story DLC to GTA 5, but maybe what we were seeing is the preparation and early stages of GTA 6, and this is Liberty City running on a very, very early copy of what GTA 6 will be. Of course, these graphics here probably won't hold up for the next generation of consoles, but what we might be seeing here is actually the first leak of a next-gen GTA title. Let's not forget the fact that this image was taken down by Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar Games shortly afterwards. We also had an actor online who leaked that they were working with Rockstar Games on GTA 6. That was also taken down from the internet as well. So we have lots and lots of strings being tied together here, but it doesn't end there. We heard this individual on Pastebin mentioning that Sony would wanted to purchase a 1-month exclusive release for PlayStation 5 for GTA 6. Well, if you dig a little bit deeper into your journalism and you have a look online, you will see that about a month or 2 ago, it was rumored that Sony was going to purchase Take-Two Interactive. Now, this was completely debunked very quickly. Take-Two Interactive and Sony said, no, we will not be buying Take-Two Interactive whatsoever. We are not purchasing Take-Two Interactive. And the significance of this is that Take-Two Interactive is Rockstar Games' parent company, meaning that if they purchase Take-Two Interactive, therefore Sony would have essentially the licensing and the rights to Grand Theft Auto and all of the Rockstar titles to come in the future years. Now, the significance of this is, where did this information come from? Where did the idea that Sony was even going to purchase anything from Take-Two Interactive in the first place? Well, maybe what we were actually finding out from these market analysts, but actually they were misreading the information. Maybe what we were seeing here is actually the traces and the footprints of this deal going down with Sony and Rockstar Games purchasing the rights to have GTA 6 released a month early on PlayStation 5. Now let that sink in. It all does add up when you think it through. This actually could be a possibility. Sony were not buying Take-Two Interactive, they were buying GTA 6 and the rights to release GTA 6 1 month early on PlayStation 5. And in my opinion, that's got to be the best deal Sony could nail in the modern day times. One thing that will sell the PlayStation 5 more than anything is if they actually nail this deal with Rockstar Games and get the game exclusive to PlayStation 5 1 month early. Now, many people will be saying that's not true, that can't be true. Well, let's not forget that since 1997, Rockstar Games have been releasing PlayStation 2 titles exclusively on PlayStation, even up to a year early. Now, that may be down to compatibility issues, but Rockstar Games have been known to make deals with Sony early, such as with Red Dead Redemption 2 with their 1 month exclusive online DLC. So everything is adding up. It really does look promising that GTA 6 is coming out in 2020, or at least is scheduled to release then, on the PlayStation 5 and next generation of Xbox, and it would appear that these leaks are true. Now, that's been a huge mouthful, a huge mindful. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video with lots of information cramped within that. I will try and post as many sources down in the description as I can, and as always, I hope you guys have an awesome day, and please let me know about your opinions down in the comment section below about this matter. I couldn't be more excited about GTA 6. I hope you guys have an awesome day, stay cool, and adios.